Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Pittsburgh's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Run inside. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense...
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got the quick completion. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Turner. Maybe some room here. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Panthers are marching down the field. Right back to the well. There he goes. He's up to 47 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Stepping to the right. Touchdown, Panthers. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. On the move, it's Turner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Brown will throw it. Going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's third and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
And he's dragged down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Makes the grab. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Grab behind the line. It's Nimrod. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Wants to keep it in the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Skips away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. The run inside. It's Cobb. On spin move. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Moving out to the right. Looking for his man in the middle. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Knight. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Complete. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He goes right back to the air. The short hands, it's Lee. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
At the 17-yard line. That's a First down for the offense.
And the Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Pitt! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
35, Auburn, 10.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Off the RPO, complete. Jumped on top of the pile. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me.
Makes the grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They add the extra point to finish the drive.
17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Might be calling a hot route. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready.
And he's thrown another interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Turner. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Working the big fella to the corner. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Auburn lines up quickly. Going to the run, it's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Under fire. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
He's a big boy.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why won't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll run it. It's Turner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.